Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Okay, Tuesday evening, let's get right to it. Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, has rejected, denounced any bond and or friendship with Diddy. Yesterday, he went on camera, NBC News, and he said, no, there's no bond, there's no friendship between my client and Diddy. Just totally denounced anything to do with any activity from the past, any friendship. They've only known each other by way of award shows, speaking casually at parties, and so on and so on. That's the Brooklyn coming out of Jay-Z. That's the Brooklyn. I'm gonna have to go back tonight. Typical Brooklyn behavior to just act as if you don't know a guy. Now we can say, "Yo, no, they know each other," yada yada yada. But in a time like this is what you do. You separate. I want to talk about this evening. I think this is a great strategy. Jay-Z, according to multiple reports, is upset. This is what his lawyer, Alex Spiro, has been saying over and over and over. That's the word, upset. He gave a speech of sorts, a meeting at Rock Nation. I do believe that was last week, and he kept using the word Jay-Z is upset with regards to the failure in the legal system at this point in time. All right. So I guess that answers some of the questions that some of you had. Was Jay-Z going to try and pull some strings to get Diddy out when he got arrested, right? A couple of months ago? No, he's not doing nothing. He just doesn't know this guy like that, all right? Also, showrunner, I think it's time now for us to address the drones over New Jersey. President-elect Donald Trump recently, yesterday, he said he's blaming the government. But when he was asked on camera, I watched him, if he had been briefed on the drones, he said, "I can't say at this point in time." So I do want to I want to do a conspiracy show tonight. I don't usually do conspiracies, but I want to throw some things out there for you guys to chime in on. And let me just say to those of you who are new to the world of alien technology, science fiction, so on and so forth, UFO is an old term. That's an old term, okay? UAP is what they've been saying for many, many years now. Unidentified aerial phenomena, okay? I have printed out here the unclassified report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, okay, dated June the 25th, 2021. So I want to, talk about some of this stuff tonight, see what you think, see if you have any antennas or information that we can share, or do you think it's something along the lines of just, people playing around, I don't know. I mean, the inauguration is coming up, maybe it's a defense system that the government has rolled out to maybe see if there are any shooters, possibly conspiring to unite. They may try and, I want to be careful what I say, but they may try really hard at the inauguration to, unalive, 4-7. Let me just say that. Now, in case you're new to this show, I have gone on record and said decades ago that if there is any type of alien life, I would say it's the African. The African. We've always been conditioned and programmed to think something is out in the stratosphere, through past the Kuiper Belt, to be aliens on flying saucers and big heads and big bug eyes. What is your definition of an alien? I think that's important for us to start from there. The DNA of Africans, in my opinion, to last upon the plains, the Serengeti, to procreate, to survive with very little water once upon a time, to not have to wash their bodies in water. That had to be, in my opinion, some type of alien, life force. That's the word I've always used, life force, okay? If you see it different, please call in. Phone number's on the screen right now, okay? And there's other things going on in the world. If you care, Rayful Edmond is dead. Okay, former Washington D.C. Kingpin. Back in July, he was transferred to a prison. Pardon me, transferred from prison to a halfway house somewhere in Kentucky or Tennessee. And today, December the 17th, it was announced that he died unexpectedly from a heart attack. Do you care? Do you give a shit? Of course you do. He's an old drug dealer. Let me ask you a question. I don't really know his whole history like that. Do you think his dumbass was released, again, back in July of 2024 and fucked around and tried to get a little piece of coke and, just for old time's sake, and then got a hold of some fentanyl? He's dead. Fuck him. Had a heart attack. Okay, anyway. Also, guys, if you also care, the Busby law firm has denounced working with Jaguar Wright. They say, no, in no capacity are we working with her. I will give this some light if you want to call in. She did a video. Someone sent me a link. I couldn't even watch 2 minutes of it, where she's sitting there looking at the camera. She's got the nasty bonnet on, and she was talking to someone from the Busby law firm. They called her back because he says, Tony Busby, that she called them. But they have since, by way of TMZ.com, said, no, we're not working with her. Okay, all right. And a little bit later, if you guys want to chime in, I'm kind of past the whole Travis Hunter and his fiancee story. I don't want to be a man at my age sitting here, kicking the back end of a young Heisman Trophy winner and his fiancee. I don't want to be that guy. I do know that he went on the Pivot podcast. If anybody wants to call in, how did he do? How did he do on the Pivot podcast? Were they trying to make faces because he's young and getting married? And well, most marriages fall apart. Yes. And I don't know too much about, the marriages, or if they are still married with the host, Ryan Clark, and I forget the other guy's name, pardon me. But I would like to know if they were trying to, deter Travis Hunter from getting married. I did see, hang on a second, I did see his fiance. She made a video statement for roughly 7 or 8 minutes. I think it was yesterday. Salute to her. Salute to her. She humbled herself. Whether you like her or not, she humbled herself. And like most females today, she was playing in her hair a little bit, I don't know if it's her hair or if it's goddamn weave, but she very calm demeanor. You know what she wasn't doing? Reading questions in the live chat and saying all sorts of slick shit. I just want to put that out there for anybody who does want to call in and address Travis Hunter. I've since gone back and watched some highlight reels of him. Wow. He's the truth. He's the truth. All right. Oh, she did say, Travis Hunter's fiance, in case you didn't notice, in that video address, where she responded to the media and everybody else, she did say Travis gave her permission to make that video. Did you guys know that? In live chat. That's what she said. Travis gave me permission. Okay, phone lines are open. Oh my goodness. You better hope the white Denzel doesn't call in tonight. I sent him a text earlier. In my community section, I don't even want to say it on the microphone here. Iraq. There's an update, but I posted a video from 4 months ago with regard to Iraq proposing a bill allowing 9-year-old girls to be married. Huh? Iraq, I think 95 or 96% Muslim. Okay. Islam is the leading religion. Any thoughts? Anybody want to call in? Because if he calls in and decides to go there, hey, I don't know what to tell you. I got to turn my phones on. Pardon me, guys. I always forget to do this. Deeds, how are we doing with the audio and the spelling? Are we okay? Where is Deeds? Is she out there? All right. I've got some stats here with regards to child marriage in India, 33%, where it's supposedly illegal. South Asia, 45%. Okay, phone lines open. Thank you for your donation early. Judah got your donation. Okay. Okay. We'll get back to that shortly, sir. Thank you so much. Terrence J got your donation. Okay, same orbs that put MH370 through a wormhole. Okay. Colin, I would love to talk to somebody with regards to the drones. Let's do a conspiracy show tonight, okay? And hey, Penelope, good to hear from you. No, Penelope, I can't say that I'm a Buffalo Bills supporter. Somebody sent me the fitted, huh? Styling on these niggas. And I said, okay, well, I'll wear it. They sent a nice donation. But the Bills Mafia, man, they gave the Lions that work, if anybody wants to call them, right? Okay, let's get down to business, folks. Please watch your language. Leave the cursing to me, okay? I know when to do it with regards to the algorithms. The last 3 shows, the monetization is really, really low because of all the language. No cursing, please, tonight, okay? Let me start with area code 303. Hey, good evening. Please watch the language.
What's up,
my first caller. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Where do you want to start? A lot of topics tonight.
Yeah, I want to talk about the drones in New Jersey. Everyone's flipping out talking about UFOs, aliens. This is simply government. I mean, they have FAA lights on them. You can see them. You know, from what I've heard, there's a bunch of different ones. There's no mothership. I think it's a low-budget Project Bluebeam. They try and get the people, distracted.
Okay. You have the floor. Well, what do I know? I'm here. Go ahead, sir.
Well, the thing is, they've been planning something like this for about 40 years. And for the people out there who've been paying attention, reading books, let's say conspiracy books, they've been talking about this. It's an op. It's an op to distract the people.
Okay.
And quite frankly, I think it's the second op we've seen in 2 weeks with that person who capped the CEO outside the hotel in New York. They're going, this is distracting.
The Dirty Dago, who's I think got over $100,000 for his legal defense through a GoFundMe. The Dirty Dago.
For no real reason. He's not a poor man. He's not been affected by healthcare costs. And like the shooter we saw today, I think the Midwest, he also had a manifesto. Are you talking about the 15-year-old white girl in Wisconsin? Yes, the misandrist. Yes, the one who was a man.
A 15-year-old baby. She had, I think she had a menstrual cycle for the first time, and it scared her. I'm joking. Pardon me. I'm being silly. Go ahead.
Well, I like to talk about young crazy women. I'm not going to mention complexion.
Well, hang on. So we have to stay on topic. You know how the show works here. Okay.
Of course.
Okay. So the drones over New Jersey, they're not alien technology, is what you're saying.
No, they have the same FAA lights you'll see on any craft in the sky. That's why you can see them. They're flashing red, blue. I don't know why aliens would need light tech. They just be up there doing what they do. And you got to remember, the government's telling you they don't know or not shooting it down. You go outside, put a drone up for a very long time and see what happens.
Can I respond?
Sure.
Can I respond to what you're saying? Well, you spoke about the lights. Now, are you a sci-fi reader or person?
Yeah, definitely a sci-fi guy, yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the preliminary assessment of unidentified aerial phenomena from 2021?
No, I don't believe so.
I urge you to, because it's one thing to say the government, but they're not totally sure what's over New Jersey. They haven't confirmed and or denied it. And Donald Trump says he thinks it's the government. But then when he was asked by the news, was he briefed? He played stupid. Right?
Okay. I see that.
So again, I don't know, but if there are some type of alien life form or something that is over New Jersey, isn't it plausible that it could use the things that we use to somewhat sort of cloak itself, copy the light structures, and then we think it's something of ours when in reality it's a part of the mothership, which is in the Pacific. Let's go there, sir. In the Pacific. It's in the water, not up in the sky.
And you know what? That's a pretty good theory. I myself subscribe that, what we've been chasing in terms of UFOs for the last 50, 60 years are really this phenomena, possibly spiritual phenomena. I think that one of the top researchers on the subject said the same thing about 30 years ago. That we're interpreting this as mechanical or a little green man out of the sky. Right. This might be, a spiritual thing. You got things like CERN.
I say it's the African that came out of the water once upon a time. If you ask me, I have no proof, if we're talking alien life form. Go ahead.
I'm waiting to hear back from Farrakhan Nation.
Stop it. Stop, don't go there. We're having a good conversation. What are you doing? Farrakhan.
Well, remember the whole will prophecy, the will prophecy in the sky.
Well, that's by way of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Reference the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the messenger to the black man, but not Minister Farrakhan. No disrespect. If you're going to go there,
understood.
Come on.
Understood. Come on. I stand corrected.
Come on. Finish up. I got time. Finish up.
Yeah, no, I just think that we're looking at a very well-timed distraction. They've been talking about it, building up to it. As far as your theory, yeah, sure, maybe. But I think that if I erred on the side of caution, I'd say it was the government fronting jacks.
Okay.
Trying to keep us distracted,
Okay. Any thoughts on Jay-Z, sir? His lawyer, Alex Spiro, has denounced and rejected this fucknut Diddy.
I think it's what do we expect, right? Like, what do we expect Jay to do? That's the first thing I'm saying. In my conference with my counsel, hey, can we separate from the Diddy thing? Can we separate from Jaguar? Can we separate from all the stuff that's spurious and deal with the facts?
Most people were thinking, Jay was gonna help Diddy get out. I never thought that. He's a Brooklyn nigga.
Oh, no.
Cutthroat.
No.
Backstabbing. I was waiting for this day when he would separate, and it's here. But go ahead, land your plane.
It was inevitable, because this is where Jay-Z's going to take his brand, that is him and Beyonce and the businessman, NFL profiteer, and try to separate himself from the hoodlums. Yeah. That's exactly what anyone would do in that situation, especially when you're rivals, not friends. I think that sometimes we see people in the same space, looking the same way. We think they're friends. No, they're rivals. They're businessmen.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir.
He's looking at it like, thank you.
Thank you. Any old school Brooklyn niggas in that live chat, huh? Anybody want to call in and explain to the younger generation how we would stand on Franklin Avenue, Nostrand, Eastern Parkway, I don't know, the Junction, Flatbush Ave, you standing right there, steaming the L with somebody, you pass it back to them, somebody just comes up and pow, yaps them, not you. And what do? You step to the side. That's one of the differences between people in Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens. I was waiting for this day for Jay to disown the diddler. Hey, Melody, I got your donation. Thank you so much. I will check for your email, darling. Okay. I was kind of swamped today, and I had somebody helping me with my emails, responding to them. Let me go to area code 929. Good evening. We're talking about a few topics. 929, are you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, no, maybe?
Yes, how are you? Good night.
Hey, can you pick up the pace, baby? Turn down the BET in the background, please. Please.
Okay. That BET, that's you.
Oh, okay.
How are you, sir?
Hey, baby, what's cracking? Where do you want to start?
Well, you were talking about Brooklyn.
Yes.
Brooklyn people have lost the that we once had.
Say that again.
The heart.
Say that again.
I said you were talking about Sure, you were talking about Brooklynites, like Brooklyn people.
Yes, yes.
We've lost the touch that we once had in Brooklyn. Like honestly, Brooklyn has, with the help of Jay-Z and whatever he's doing now, I mean, Brooklyn is dry. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Kind of tough.
I don't understand where you're going. I mean, I'm talking about old school Brooklyn, and the reason why I expected Jay-Z to separate himself from Diddy. Are you talking about now Brooklyn, like Dumbo and Lee Avenue and all that sort of jazz? It's been gentrified. Is that what you're saying?
That is 100% correct, and that's why Brooklyn is going through what it's going through today. Right. I mean, Jay-Z was never going to help Diddy. Hell no. That wasn't going to happen. Yeah. Jay-Z is somebody else today. He's not the Jay-Z we once knew.
Are you Brooklyn born and raised? Who am I speaking to?
I'm actually originally from Haiti. I was raised in Brooklyn. Though.
Okay. What's that passe?
Yes. Nabule. You've always been like the person that I like. You know, I remember the Star and Buckwild era. That was a good time.
Okay.
It really was.
So what I'm talking about is, Jay doing what old school Brooklyn people do. Can I ask what era are you from? Are you born in the 60s, 70s, or 80s?
No, I was born in 83.
83, okay. So you know what it is. You know what it is to turn your back on somebody if you went to I don't know, Clara Barton High School or Prospect Heights, and some girl started setting it on another girl, and you didn't necessarily jump in. You stood back to see what's going on. Even if she was your friend, right? You step back. You step back.
Absolutely. Especially Haitian people, we chose. I mean, we wanted to know what y'all's fighting about. Right. We don't know what the fight is about.
Right.
And if we don't know what it's about, we don't want to get involved. Yeah, that's us.
You went to church on Saturday up on Eastern Parkway?
Yes, I go to church. Yeah, I used to go. Dang, that's so cool that you know that.
Yeah.
The Gethsemane was right on church. Stop laughing. Right on church.
I had a Haitian girl put a spell on me for a little while, and I was actually driving her to church, 7-day Adventist up on Eastern Park on Saturdays.
I heard your name was Troy. Troy, I'm sorry that lady did that to you.
No,
okay?
It's fine. It's fine. But hang on a second. Let's bring it back here. So let's bring it back. So
bringing it back.
Okay. So the Diddler's going to stand trial. The civil case against Jay-Z. I really think it's kind of weak. I don't wish bad upon him. I think it's weak. However, the person who is accusing him, she's 38 years of age, a supposed person with autism. That's a little scary, right? What do you think?
You talking about that 13-year-old? Who brought her there?
Well, baby, let's not play private eye right now. She's standing on the civil claim, and she's got autism. That's a little scary for her to be right now trying to make Jay accountable. She's not backing down. That's what I'm saying. It's a little scary, right?
That's kind of horrible too.
Yeah.
But Jay, this is how Jay-Z did. That's what Jay-Z wanted. He wanted to be a part of that life, and those things happen that way. When you want to do that, you have to do that, and that too. And that's what he got.
Let me ask you a question before you go. If you were Jay-Z, would you settle with the female, or would you fight it? What would you do?
Right now, I would just settle and make it go away.
Yeah.
He should actually move to where Russell Simmons is. He should pay off and just go away. Yeah. That's how. Listen, stop it.
Pardon me, folks. I'm going to edit that part out.
I hate you.
She would. If she starts doing that whole autistic thing.
No, if you would have stayed with that Haitian girl, you would have been just like her.
No. Listen,
all messed up.
Baby, I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right, that was wrong. I should have done that. Oh, is that white boy Rory, the white Denzel? You better hope he doesn't want to call in and talk about what's in my community. Oh, he says, give me a half an hour. He wants to call in. Do you guys remember when Rory, he went balls deep on Islam? Was he arguing with somebody on the line? Are drones over New Jersey alien technology? That's the question. Anybody else want to call in with some type of a conspiracy theory? Now's the time. Hold on a second. Area code 503, good evening. Jay-Z has separated from the dealer. You have to speed. 503. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for taking my call. I was calling about to comment on Jay-Z, not the alien conspiracy, if that's okay.
Go ahead, please.
I have been keeping up to date on what's happening. I also saw his attorney and what he said today. One thing that I can say is I'm a 50-year-old woman.
Okay.
I was born in 75. And one thing that I do remember is how things were in the 90s. So I don't necessarily think that this complaint of this young lady is not to be taken seriously. I think back then, even the things that I saw in my community with the men at that time, it was vicious. Women were wild, the men were wild. I also went to college in Atlanta, Georgia.
Ooh.
I was there during Freaknik.
Yeah.
I saw things that occurred in the streets, out in the open. So in regards to if Jay-Z is, did he do it or not, I think that remains to be seen. But I definitely think that this woman's lawsuit needs to be taken seriously.
Yeah. She appears to be moving forward with it. She's, she did an interview with NBC, and it's just not a good look. Do you know if Beyonce dropping Carter from her last name has anything to do with this? I saw that story last week.
I did not see that, but I'm waiting to see what happens with Beyonce and Jay. I also saw that the NFL came out and said that they are standing behind him for now.
Yeah, they're standing with him.
So I'm waiting to see who is going to separate from him and just what happens with this lawsuit. So we'll see where the chips fall.
Okay. Are you a Jaguar rights supporter? Keep it real. Keep it real.
No, I'm not. No, she has said a lot of things, and certain things. I've watched several different of her interviews across various platforms. Certain things that she says, it has been true, but she's so inconsistent with the things that she does say that overall, I cannot take her seriously.
I'm going to say it again. Anybody could have said what she said. I mean, predicting people's downfalls or wishing bad upon them and just waiting until something happens is not some goddamn talent or gift. If you're in the if you're quote unquote in the industry or any type of entertainment, yeah, at some point the money runs out, your friends run out, the family starts talking, and your past catches up with you. But I just want to say that the law firm, the Busby law firm, has denounced her. Did you know that? On TMZ, they actually put out a statement, said we're not working with her. Just want to make sure you knew that.
Yes, I did see that, sir. And I think that with Miss Jaguar is that, she lost a son. And I think I heard Charleston White say, which I agree with, that, I think that we're seeing a woman that's gone through a lot. I definitely believe that she has gone through some things in the hip hop industry during those years. Absolutely. I think all those women, from Mary J. Blige to Little Kim, we've seen how she has transformed and how so different she is. So no doubt that she's been through some things, but I also believe that we're seeing a woman that may have some mental health concerns.
Okay. I thank you for your call. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Guys, in my opinion, for any and all updates on Jaguar Right, go to Storm Monroe or Sean Davey Way. Hang on a second. I got time tonight. Sean Davey Way is he called in last week. Good guy. He's in contact with the Busby law firm and Jay-Z's lawyer. Hold on a second. And he called Jaguar a hag. There he is. Sean Davey Way Show. Okay. All right. Lanier, did I say it right? Hey, Lanier, how are you? Okay, I'm not sure about Magic Johnson. Damn, that's an old question. Anybody want to call in? Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas patch things up? Isaiah's been beefing with a lot of people over the years. Okay, someone sent me something here that has a whole lot of spam and cookies. I can't look at that right now. Let me go to area code 803. Hey, good evening. Jay has separated from the diddler. Are you up to speed? Jay-Z, by way of his legal team.
Yes. Hey, Star, how you doing this evening?
Good. Who's this?
This is Dr. Dedrick Hilton from Hilton Live Paranormal News.
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm well. I just want to call and talk about the drones over New Jersey. I've been following them for over a month now. Today hit mainstream news.
Okay. Educate us. I'm all ears.
Well, you know, the sighting started a month ago, and it was in the news, and no one paid attention to it. No one took it serious. Because we think about drones, we think about small drones.
Right.
These drones were not taken seriously until they started increasing in size.
Right.
The size of school buses and automobiles. Mm-hmm. As you know, the Pentagon have released numerous statements, which typically was gaslighting the public.
Yes.
About them. That wasn't making sense. And our president-elect stated how he felt about them, that they should be shot down, because if we cannot identify them, we don't know what they're carrying. We don't know if they're carrying gas or cameras that could be stealing data from the American citizens. And just to let you, I just want to let this be known to the public that they're just not seen in New Jersey. They're seen in Maryland. They were seen in Texas. Mm-hmm. They were also seen in Arizona, where one of them had an interaction with the orb. This is fact. Because it was on the news network, The Hill. And the orb shot the drone down. Now, my theory is, I don't think the drones are alien, but I do believe the drones are searching for something. There's been speculation about warheads, a nuclear head that might have landed somewhere in Jersey. But like I said, they're not just seen in Jersey. They're seen in Arizona, numerous states, and they're also seen in the United Kingdom. I believe these drones are searching for something that might not be from this planet.
Okay. Well, listen, I don't know. I'm listening to you. So people have been talking, though, over the years. I mean, just because the quote unquote mainstream media is just now talking about it usually means that we're late. Most people, right? We're late. This has been going on. So, do you think that with regards to what we're now discussing, you know, in large numbers, that it's too late? That maybe you're right. Maybe the drones are collecting information. I did see some of them releasing gases. Did you see that video footage? It appeared to be some type of
gases. And that's why I want to talk to you about. The news stated the other night, if one of them crashes in your yard, to not go near it, report it to the legal authorities, and they might need a hazmat. Now, why would you need a hazmat if it's ours, or if it's not non-threatening? Because that's what the Pentagon has stated to the American people, correct? They said it might have some type of gas or fumes that we might not be familiar with. So could that be otherworldly fumes or gases? Now, let me just slow it down for a second. I want to inform the American people about this. If you go on to YouTube, you can watch the congressional hearings about UFOs and UAPs that was they aired it last month. This is the second one they had. The first one they had Dr. Stephen Greer and Mr. Grush which is a high-ranking government official, talking about UAP. They had all the senators, Alexandria Cortez, she was there. A lot of people. This is live. You can pull up on YouTube. And they had a second one in November. And they stated, not allegedly, they stated that we are not alone, that they have retrieved crafts that were unworldly and beings, and they left it at that because they would say they could not give any further details.
Can I jump in for a second? And can I jump in and say, what do you say we? What do you say we just reject all those devils you just mentioned? Reject those devils. The messenger to the black man, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, spoke about the mother wheel decades ago. You said, correct me if I'm wrong, that we have been told to don't go near it, run from it. Suppose the mother wheel is there for melanated people, and you should go to it. What do you think of that?
Well, okay, let me jump in on that. I'm familiar with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
The crackers are telling you, oh, stay away. It's bad for you. Listen, anything that the dominant news media tells me, I tried to do the exact opposite. Go ahead.
Right. So I mean, we could say it's the mother wheel. We could say it's the spinning wheel in the book of Ezekiel.
I don't know.
We could say it's the Anunnakis coming back.
Okay.
Now, you know, the Nation of Islam has stated in the past that there are melanated people living in other planets, and that they're just watching over us. You know, if you get into the 5% of knowledge, the Asiatic black man is the original man. You know, he's the creator of civilization. And could these beings be coming back as just the originators of civilization?
Okay.
I mean, could be. I haven't traveled that far in the galaxy, but there are possibilities. There are possibilities with what they are, because they did state at this congressional hearing that some of these aliens are humanoids from other galaxies and other dimensions. So the orb that was seen shooting down in Arizona, I mean, it shot this drone out the sky, just boom, blew it out the sky. There's numerous videos of it. Who knows who or what is flying these orbs and what their mission is here for? You know, we don't.
And let me just say this, you know, we have to keep in mind that if it is the quote unquote government and all of this technology, you know, a black woman helped develop that whole GPS system, right? Gladys.
Correct.
Gladys West.
Correct.
Yeah. Black woman helped develop the GPS system that we use now. So, you know, I don't know. I don't want to talk too crazy, but I'm just saying maybe it's not what we think. But listen, go ahead and land your plane. And do you have a platform yourself that you want to promote?
Well, Star, I'm a humble guy. I've been on Discovery Channel on haunted hospitals. Nice. I've been on a couple of paranormal TV shows. You can follow me on X on the Hilton Live Paranormal News. I've been posting this stuff before it hit mainstream news. Video footage and everything.
Send me a banner so I can post it in the community section.
I sure will. But thank you for having me on. I appreciate you.
Good to talk to you. Salute. Okay.
Salute.
All right, folks, I don't mind going all the way left tonight. Yeah. Jigga Man Hove has done now what Diddy once did to Shine. Nah. Get me away from him. Right? The diddler left Shine out there to dry. Blade, I got your email. What's going on, Blade? Okay. Jay throwing niggas under the bus faster than a half wop on Nostrand Avenue back in the days. Here I am. Listen, I've already owned up to that. Yeah. That's why I'm not surprised that Jay has done what he's done. I'm not shocked at all. Hold on a second. Deeds is texting me. What's going on, Deeds? Deeds says, Jay did the same thing. Oh, did the same thing to Beanie Siegel. Oh, you see? It's that Brooklyn shit. Any old school Brooklyn niggas want to just call in? You know, again, I moved to Brooklyn in 1981. I got into that jam. I'm not going to tell you the whole story again, but when that hoe ass nigga who was my homie, when he told that cop, yo, don't put me in the room with that square. So, oh man, that's what I said to the cop. Hey, can I speak to you? Then the cop said, me? I said, no, the white one, because the black cop. At first he said me. I said, no, the white cop. Let me get up out of here. Wait a minute. Whoa. The white Denzel. I need you to watch the language, man. Okay, let me say that early. White boy Rory.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yo,
Star,
what's up, man?
All right, let's crack.
Yo, I think these aliens is real, man. I think they're here.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on.
So,
you got to fix your phone. It sounds a little muffled. I want to hear you loud and clear. In my community section, there's a video that I posted. Okay, Iraq proposes bill allowing 9-year-old girls to be married. Now, the video is from 4 months ago, but the story, there's an update that came out last week. So I was asking the audience, was white boy Rory spitting facts? What was that, a month or so ago? You were battling with people on the show here about Islam, yes?
I was battling people about Islam. Yeah, not about Muslims, but about Islam.
Okay.
The ideology of Islam.
Mm-hmm.
And this is proof of what I was saying.
Yeah.
They're using Islamic law to pass this in governance, which is a 96% Islamic country. Yeah. So it's acceptable in Islam to marry a 9-year-old girl. That's it. No, in Islam, it's acceptable. What they're trying to do is say, is it acceptable in Iraq? And they're saying, yeah, it's acceptable in Iraq because we're an Islamic country, and that's Islamic law. Yeah. And that's what the prophet, well, I don't call him a prophet. That's what the devil Muhammad said.
Don't do that. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Right. Don't do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, so he's a false prophet, man. He's a false prophet. And it's not a religion. It's a backwards ideology, you know. And over here in New York City, where I live, like a lot of the Akis and the Habibis, they own the delis and like the corner store, you know, and they always on some like trying to like convert you after a little bit. You go into the store, you know, for a while, and then they get familiar with you, and they're like, oh, assalamu alaikum. And I don't play that with them. I'm like, yo, salami and bacon to you too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, bacon and salami and bacon. And they're like, oh, what? And I'm like, no, I'm not, you know I'm not Muslim, and I'm not down with that shit. We're cool as a person-to-person thing.
Gotta watch the language, Rory. You're doing good.
Yeah, ideology
watch
on
the
me.
Language. You're doing good.
You know?
Watch the language, please. Okay. So this story.
Yeah, they try to push that religion and that ideology everywhere they go. Right. You know, like, no. And then they say, oh, you're a Christian? You believe in Jesus Christ? I say, yeah, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. And they're like, oh, well, we Muslims, we believe in Jesus too. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't believe in Jesus. No, we do. Like, we believe in Jesus. Well, then you don't need nobody after Jesus. If you believe in Jesus, you don't need no other prophet after that. So you don't believe in Jesus because you don't believe in Jesus' teachings. Everything about the Muslim ideology, Islamic ideology is lies, fabrication, pedophilia. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. And no Western woman should ever become a Muslim, convert to Islam, or you don't see where the feminists at. Where the feminists? Where are the feminists at? Right. Outraged about this. Where? Around the whole world. Around the whole world. Where the feminists at? Talking about you can't marry a 9-year-old girl. See, that whole thing about, oh, what happened 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, oh, but it was different then. You know, they married young girls. Okay, right. Well, it's 2024, and now they're using Islamic law to try to pass this. It's already happening in those countries. This is just putting it on the books. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
If anybody,
these Muslims that are lying, man.
Hold on a second, Rory. If anybody wants to call in, challenge Rory, he's on the line for a little while. You know, in my community section again, guys. There's a video that I posted where you can watch it, and it gives you a breakdown of this proposed bill, which looks like it's going to happen. Again, the video is from 4 months ago, but the update came from last week. Hold on a second, Rory. Somebody sent it a donation. I didn't get a chance to catch it. Sharita, hi, Sharita. Thank you for your support. Do you want to call in? Okay, if not, thank you for your continued support. I see Big Elvis the Chef on the line. And salute to Marty. Hey, Marty. Okay. All right, so you want to shift for a second? Rory, Jay-Z, his lawyer, Alex Spiro, has denounced, rejected any affiliation, any bond with Diddy. You up to speed? This came down yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he probably got himself a good small hat, and they told him you got to disavow from the diddler, and and he did just that. It's very easy for a Jew to tell a goyim to disavow another goyim. That ain't nothing.
That's a whole fact.
But you know how it goes, these sneaky ass Jews. But so I'll be honest with you, forget about Jay-Z. The alien thing is real, man. This real stuff happening here. I swear to God. I really think that this is aliens. I think this could be more dangerous than a black baby shower in Louisiana, in Baton Rouge. Yeah, I'm telling you, this could be more dangerous than a black baby shower in Baton Rouge. It might be on. I mean, we got governors, state senators, unless they're all in it on together, but they seem like they're like worried and they're like asking for questions.
Let me ask you a question, Roy. I let you talk crazy. You and I are friends, but now, do you think that the end is coming for the Caucasian race? The end. And the hang on. And the propaganda that we have all been nurtured on, raised on, and programmed on is about to be exposed. I mean, Putin did open up the vaults in Russia, and he showed a black Jesus and some other black disciples, right? Putin.
Yes.
Yeah, so do you think the end is coming for the Caucasian race and these drones, UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them? You think that this is the final revelation of sorts?
Oh, no, to be honest with you, no. I think there's already hybrids here, to be honest with you. I think they have already mated with human life forms. I think Mark Zuckerberg is half alien. I think Elon Musk might be half alien. If we go on conspiracy theory, I think Barack Obama's black ass, half black ass might be alien. I think there might be hybrids here already. And as far as like being scared, I'm not scared about like the white man's era is over. I think we're just getting started. I think we're in the golden age. I think we kicked that fake black Indian chicks back in. We got
hang on a second. I didn't say you were scared, but I mean, just, according to mathematics, a mathematical equation, do you think that the end is coming for the Caucasian race? Let's say 150 years.
Not at all.
150 years.
Not at all. Not at all. I see brown, black, and indigenous people running for their life to white countries, to all white countries. That's what I see. I see brown, black, and indigenous people can't wait to get away from their own culture and their own people, and come to predominantly white societies, and then leech off of us. So no. That's never going to change. The black man is not the alien. All that not washing, that's just some primitive gorillas in the mist stuff. When we brought them perfumes and soaps, they started using it, But before we got there, it was
white boy going 10 toes down. Pay attention. Go ahead.
It was spear chucking and mud bathing. It wasn't nothing to look up to. It's the same thing with the indigenous Americans over here. They really wasn't doing nothing. They knew how to grow corn and pluck a turkey. That's about it. Look what we did with this land. Look what we did with this country. Come on, so no, it's if the aliens come here, they're probably going to want to live in white neighborhoods and drink Guinness. That's the God's honest truth. Now, I don't think the aliens.
One last question, because again, I want you to land your plane. But now, do you acknowledge that the black man is the original man, the African?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have a problem with acknowledging that the black man is the original man. I don't have a problem acknowledging that Jesus Christ
superior DNA, because hold on a second, you know, realistically, the Caucasian could not have survived those thousands of years in Africa, because the elements.
Oh, please.
Hang on. The elements were different then, right? It was hotter in Africa.
No.
Africa.
We survived Africa. Not only did we survive Africa, we pillaged and conquered Africa. We colonized Africa. Are you out of your mind? We went there. Doesn't matter what part of the globe, what part of the world you're talking about. From Antarctica to the goddamn desert. We survived all of that and took over. You know, and spread knowledge and spread the word of Christ. You know, and when it's left to its own devices, you get things like Islam comes out of places like that. Backwards ideology. You know, no morals, no moral standard, no moral code. You know.
Yeah. Hey, man, good to
That's
talk.
A fact.
Good to talk to you. We'll catch up tomorrow, I'm sure. Right? Oh, listen, tomorrow, not tonight. Tomorrow, let's talk about Trump. Who's going to pardon Eric Adams tomorrow? So, but tomorrow, right?
Gotcha.
All right. Salute. Okay.
All right, sir.
All right. Yes, sir. Okay. It's a friend of mine, White Beret. See, I like to let people talk. Call in if you feel different than what he said. Just watch the language. That's all I ask. Thank you for your donation, Spanky Big Head. Okay. Someone I don't know your name. I worked for 2 years overseas in Pakistan and Morocco. Okay. They actually take pride in being inbred. I wouldn't denote it. Okay. Pronounced 7. Okay. Thank you for your donation, 7. Wait a minute. This man's been on hold. Yes, sir. Mr. Skylar Saunders. Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm not unwell. How are you?
All right, man. Jay-Z, his lawyer, Alex Spiro, has separated from the dealer. This is common Brooklyn behavior. Any thoughts on that, or do you want to address the drones over New Jersey and other states as well?
I want to address the young girls being wedded in Iraq, possibly.
Babies, minors.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Come on.
There's a whole coalition. It's called Law 188. That's the mandate that they want to have spread out. It's because of the Sharia
law.
The Shia. Well, Sharia law, but there's the Shia sect.
Okay.
That is recognizing it.
Okay.
And it's like I think it's like 94% in Iraq, something like that. And there's a coalition called Coalition 188.
Okay.
It's these female activists that are fighting to try to get rid of this whole thing and stop it from happening.
Okay, but now it's already going on. I mean, in India, 33.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going on, but it's not mandated yet.
33% of marriages are underage in India. South Asia, 45%. Right. So this is a religious thing. Yes, religious thing.
Yes, absolutely. It's completely Islamic. It's Islamic, and this is a great point too, because all the people that are saying, "Oh, the people of Gaza, all different," that's very close to Iraq, and they have the same kind of ideology. So they don't really, care about women. They don't care about rights. They don't care about anything like that. There's a whole homosexual community that goes on there, but they don't recognize homosexuality. It's usually punishable by death, or at least 15 years.
Yeah, I was about to say they get stoned to death if you're caught being
or stoned to death. Yeah,
a turd burglar over there. That's whew. Go ahead.
Yeah, you have a hood put over your head, your hands are tied behind your back, and you're kicked off of a high building.
Yeah. Continue, sir.
It's very sad. It's a very serious situation with these young girls, especially. Which, like you said, there's people that have sexual relations with young girls all the time. It's just not mandated. It's just not on the books. It's just not recognized by the law.
Well, hang on a second now. You're a non-believer in the theory of God, I forget, or you?
Absolutely.
Okay. But now, believers for thousands of years have found, that the need to plant their seed in fertile soil is, it's what's needed, because you can't have babies with someone who's got a polluted womb and soiled, right? So the best place, according to a lot of religious doctrines, is fresh. I'll just say that to be respectful. Fresh.
Yeah. Fresh, right. And that's the sad part too, because they'll use that as an excuse, and then they'll rape them, sexually abuse them.
Easy with the R
word. They may
word.
not even impregnate them.
Easy with the R word.
Pardon me. They may not R them. Yeah. They may not SA them. Yeah. But they may R them, or they may SA them and not even get them impregnated.
Yeah. Will you be addressing this on your platform, sir?
I just did.
Oh, did you? Whoa! Well,
see, you got me. Now you got me laughing. Daggone it.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. Let me find.
God damn it!
No, it's okay. I forgot to put your information on the showrunner. Okay. So, and what did you post earlier today or yesterday on your platform? Just so I can give you some.
It was just a few hours. It was just about an hour ago, about almost 2 hours ago.
Okay. YouTube.com/@Sky Saunders on YouTube. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you. Anything with regards to the unidentified aerial phenomena, formerly known as UFOs, over New Jersey,
I didn't. I saw the news clips, and I saw them actually. It looks like they're just they're testing. It looks like they're just testing. I would imagine. I mean, somebody knows exactly what they are, and and it's a lot of hoopla. We can go back and forth. We can put on our tinfoil fitted, and discuss it, but I don't see any way of saying that they're aliens. I mean, the nearest galaxy to us is multiple light years away. So they would have to have highly advanced vehicles to even come to our.
Let me throw you a curveball. Pause. Let me throw you a curveball before you go.
I know we're on sci-fi. We're both sci-fi heads, by the way.
Do you think that there's an advanced alien civilization in the Pacific somewhere?
No, I do not.
Why not?
Because if they're advanced, they would have already made contact. They would have already shown. Like I'm sure you're aware of Carl Sagan and Jodie Foster.
Why would they want to make contact if they're down there? Why would they want to make contact with people who can't even cure themselves of cancer, and they have to consume McDonald's and other shit and and die off, and why would they want to contact us? I'm getting a little weird, the Pacific Ocean.
We'll get weird. They wouldn't want to contact only because they still. It goes against what you said that they have advancement, but I don't think they would have an advancement. I think they would still be underwater. They would be doing their own thing. They'll be, swimming around in their own alien world, but
all right,
they would have made contact by now.
Okay, all right. Good to talk to you, Skylar Saunders. Thank you for your continued
Absolutely. Thank you for taking my call. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Big Elvis, the chef, sit tight. David D. Cordova, sit tight. Guys, showrunner is my Zelle information if you want to support the machine. We're going off the ledge tonight, little conspiracy. We're talking about Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro. I am still open to talk about Travis Hunter if you like, but let's just, let's look at a young man who's super talented and his fiance. Again, I watched an 8-minute video that she put together. She wasn't, scrolling through reading the comments. She spoke to the best of her ability. She said Travis gave her permission to make that video. And in that video, she also said that he was perfect and that we misunderstood a lot of things. And hey, why not? Why not? Kobe Bryant's wife hung in there with him, right? Over the decades. They got married very young. Kobe smashed some chick. Was it Colorado? Some goddamn where? He got caught, but I've never heard about Vanessa, doing the most. Wait a minute. I got to bring David in because I don't want him on hold too long from Canada. David D. Cordova, is that you, sir? Today's religious talk. Give me a second.
Hey, Star. How's it going? Just tapping in on the conversation.
Good to hear from you. Let me get your information in the showrunner. And where do you want to start, sir, with regards to tonight's topics? David.
Just wanted to weigh in on the topic of the passing of the law of marriage with 9-year-old girls in Iraq.
Iraq, yes, please. Go ahead.
In Iraq, yeah. So a lot of people are saying that it's religious, but I'm thinking whether it's cultural or if it's religious, or are they using religion to justify the culture? So because a lot of times, because child marriage is something that's been known within the Arab world, it's actually on a decline now, but it's more prevalent back in ancient times, you could say. But I think a lot of these laws, it could be based on a misinterpretation of the religious text, because I was looking at Surah 65, verse 4.
Okay.
And people believe that particular surah was used to justify the institution of child marriage, but that actual passage relates to menopause. So,
now, hang on a second. For those who don't know, when you say a surah, you're talking about the Holy Quran, yes?
Yeah, this is in the Quran. Because for some people, because the whole issue of the 9-year-old girl, that's Aisha. She's mentioned in the Hadith. For those who don't know, she's not mentioned in the Quran. She's mentioned in the Hadith. But what I'm saying is that the justification for the institution of childhood marriage, I believe it comes from the Quran in Surah 65, verse 4. There's the last sentence. It says, "And for those who have not menstruated." And I think that sentence was used to mean women who haven't started their menstrual cycle, that they'd be eligible for marriage, women who haven't hit puberty yet. So that's the dangerous thing. When we're dealing with religion, I think a lot of times the people who make the law, if they're basing it on religious texts, it's up to their interpretation. So if they misinterpret it, because a lot of callers tonight, they say, "Oh, it's religious." But if Iraq is a majority Muslim state, I don't think those women, I don't think they would be contesting their religion. So if it was,
if I can jump in, David,
know that.
If I can jump in,
sure.
Okay. Now the reports that I've been reading and the research that I've been doing, it is a going back of sorts to more religious doctrines, or a more religious way of living back to the 50s. So they're saying it's religious, not me. They're saying this is more so getting back. And I've even seen some people on First Post, to be precise, First Post on YouTube, saying that because Trump and others are trying to be more in tune with people's core beliefs, that this may have something to do with it. Now, I can understand what you're saying, but now, are you sure this is your interpretation?
Yeah, because I'm trying to differentiate between culture and religion, and what comes first. Is it the chicken or the egg or the chicken, and what's being used to justify what? So if we're talking about child...
Well, now, hang on a second. I can appreciate the analogy, but now, do you read Arabic? You read Arabic?
No, not at all. I don't read Arabic, no.
Well, you're talking about the Quran. I would imagine the one by Yusuf Ali.
I think I have the Ali Bukhar translation. That's the one that I have.
Okay. Yusuf Ali.
And coincidentally, that's the father of Aisha.
Okay. But Yusuf Ali is one of the best translations. All right. So you're saying that the surah says one thing, but now again, they're talking about religion. Not that I'm saying you're wrong. I'm just, we're having a conversation as we always do. So now, so if this does become law, because it looks like it's going to become a law, your platform, Today's Religious Talk, do you support their system of belief, or do you say it's wrong? You, sir.
Well, the thing that I like about the Islamic faith, actually, no, let me rephrase that. The thing that I like about the Jewish faith is that it's not static. It's subject to arguing, and you can argue the law, and you can have a dialogue and go back and forth. So I kind of like that. In regards to what's happening in Islam now concerning this particular law, I hope that the women do appeal it and discuss it, and it becomes a topic of contention or discourse within their community, because the laws are not static. I think the laws are made to change and be amended. So I believe
no, sir. No, sir. You can't. No, sir. You cannot upgrade God's law. How dare you?
The law.
How dare you?
Well,
you cannot. Hang on. You cannot reinterpret God's law. How dare you?
I once heard a rabbi say, like, what is it? Oh my goodness! I think it's the Talmud.
That's the problem we have now, sir. People try to co-sign sodomites. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Well, yeah. Now the church, I saw a whole ceremony. They have
Faseman behavior. Hang on a second, David. You're Jamaican, right?
Jamaican background. Yes,
Jamaican.
That's correct. Yeah.
Do you support Chi-Chi-Man behavior because it's a new thing now in the church, and Chi-Chi-Mans are in the audience? You support that?
You know what? What is the name? I think that everything needs to be studied and looked into. I can't say this.
David.
I'm choosing the politically correct route.
I hear you.
I know that.
I hear you.
But the church.
Gunshot. Hot lava. Fire.
Fire burn.
The fuck?
But I think the church should stick to their position, though. That I'll argue on.
Never mind the church, sir. You, today's religious talk. Never mind the church. You're one of the. Hey. You're a smart guy, man. When we talk religion, I can't believe you. I can't believe you're now giving room and wiggle room to Islam. Huh?
Well, the whole Islamic thing, because that's the thing. I really don't know what's cultural and what's religious. That's the thing. I would love to say. A lot of people say, "Oh, this is religious," but they're only going based on the relationship between the Prophet and Aisha, and it's speculative, right? Oh. So, and we don't know if it was for political motivation. Did he marry Aisha because of her tribe, so he can have descendants from that political tribe?
You're going back to Prophet Muhammad's wife. Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I want you to address this on your platform, your great platform.
For sure.
It's on my screen. Today's Religious Talk.
Thank you.
I've asked you this before. Did you ever do any research on Pastor Fred Phelps?
No. I haven't touched him.
He stood 10 toes down. When you get time, do a video on him, please. He used to picket.
Fred Phelps?
Yeah, Pastor Fred. He used to picket funerals of homosexuals. I can't even say how he stood 10 toes down. But anyway, man. Okay, go ahead and land your plane, man, with regards to this new, what appears to be a law in Iraq allowing 9-year-old girls to be married. Land your plane, sir.
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity to have discourse, and I hope the women that want to fight against this particular law, I hope they fight back with legalism, and it's a chance to showcase their knowledge of their Quran, and I hope they have like a religious debate, and hopefully the society comes to some progress. This is a good opportunity for discourse and discussion. So let's see all the Islamic scholars, all the female scholars rise up, argue your point, and let's push the ball forward. This is all these are opportunities for advancement and progression.
Gotcha.
So and fight back with legalism, fight back with the law, use the scripture and support your evidence, because this could be based on a misinterpretation. Like I said, they're reading one thing, it's talking about menopause. And
okay. All right, listen, David, I got to check on the calls. I appreciate you, man.
Sure.
It's Religious Talk. Thank you.
Okay. Respect.
Boom, bye. I'm not going to finish that. Let me look in the live chat, see if you guys know what I'm talking about. Boom, bye. David's Jamaican. Up there trying to co-sign Fasiman behavior, or at least give it, some light. Oh. Big Elvis, the chef, sit tight, so I'm coming to you next. Hold on. Let me go to PayPal donations. Guys, at the top of the live chat should be the PayPal link if you want to support the machine, or the Cash App, $Star Report, or Snitch Network. You can use Snitch Network. I would prefer you use that one. Your donations are tax deductible. Sir J. Timothy says, Star, don't you find it odd that the drones went from Woodstock, Georgia to Cape May, New Jersey, and now they're having sightings in Emerald Isle, North Carolina? Weird, huh? Thank you, sir, for tracking my moves. Big Elvis, are you there, sir? Thank you for your support. Elvis, the chef, Rosenberg. Give him a second.
Big Elvis, the chef, Rosenberg. I am here, Star.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for taking my call. I like David. He's good, man. I like the guy. He's good.
Good guy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he has a good channel. Really good channel. I was going to talk about the drones in the sky.
Please.
And how possibly the gas that's coming from some of the drones are trying to detect the tear in the fabric of time and space.
Okay.
Where a larger vehicle will be moving too fast and won't be able to actually catch it, because if it's an interdimensional thing, like Jody Rose, one of the creators of the social media and Facebook and all these people, he said that there was going to be these Lovecraftian creatures that were coming interdimensionally, and the way they're going to be coming through this interdimensional is some sort of tearing of space. So the drones could be possibly used as to detect for this tear in space and time, and maybe try to seal it up to stop this onslaught that we're in, this war that most people are unaware that we're in, because we have so much rent to pay. It's hard to ask the right questions. So I was just going to get a little conspiratorial and just say that,
please,
with my tin hat on, that these drones are possibly here to protect us and to save us from a whole group that's coming through. And when they come through, it's going to be a war, and I don't know if we'll be ready for it, because Jody Rose described it as we will be like a flea, like a tick. We won't even matter to these creatures. We can try to humanize them and try to tell them, like, yo, listen, we're people here. We have families. Don't do this. It'll be a joke, and it'll be not worth our time. So if this has anything to do with alien technology and finding these fabrics, finding these holes, these wormholes, so to speak, then this is a good thing that's happening. These things are here to protect us. But we also must remember, Vonda Van Braun said there will be an alien hoax in America to unite the people. And I keep thinking about what Trump said when he said, just vote for me, just one last time. You won't have to vote again. And if there is some truth into what he said during his campaign.
Well, hang on a second, Elvis, if I can jump in here, now. What about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who spoke about the mother wheel and the aliens, if you will, helping the oppressed? You said the aliens would do what? I want to be specific. They would some type of war. How'd you phrase that?
Yeah, well, they'll destroy us and for our life and the way.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Destroy who? Just destroy melanated people, or the ones who are supposedly in control, who have always tried to instill fear and dominance and propaganda to show that they're in control. Who would the aliens destroy? I mean, if we're going there, let's go there.
Like the guy said in Coming to America, that's the question. Like, that's a great question. We don't know that until it happens. But there is a war going on between good and evil, and how dare you think you know which is which?
Well, let me reference the Bible, since you referenced some movie, which I don't know that film like that. Doesn't the Bible say the meek shall inherit the earth?
Yeah, but I'm not into the book, Star. The book is just a bunch of writings that was.
I'm not into the movie, sir. I just asked you a question. The Bible says the meek.
No, I don't think the meek will inherit the earth. I think the earth is here. I think the earth is up for sale.
Okay.
And it's up for sale. I don't think the meek will inherit anything. I think the meek needs to get their head up from underneath their hat or wherever from behind their hoodie and step up and be ready to throw down. Because I'm ready, Star.
Let me throw you a curveball, sir. Pause. Let me throw you a curveball. Is white genetic survival a real thing?
Yes. Absolutely. They're not having enough kids, Star.
I don't have to reference any movies. Is white genetic survival a real thing?
Yes, it is a very real thing.
Yeah.
White genetic survival is they're suffering and their numbers are low. Their numbers are super low and they messed up. And they have to regroup and figure that out.
Right.
Get these women out of these colleges and into some baby making machines. But I appreciate it, Star. I got to run. I got to get my massage.
Yes, sir.
10,
Thank
15.
You. Okay, salute. Elvis the Chef Rosenberg. Are drones over New Jersey alien tech? Are they alien life? We're having a little conspiracy conversation here, and I'm enjoying them. Terrence, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Terrence says this is the deep state sending a warning to Trump. I like that. The Biden administration, Sleepy Joe, the last hurrah. Is Sleepy Joe going to use some type of Skynet, if you will, system to make sure 4-7 doesn't get sworn in? Randy, I got your donation. Hold on a second. Hard to believe men who don't believe God's word. Do you want to call in, sir? How do you know it's God's word? The theory of God, sir, has nothing to do with morals, ethics, and values. You do know that, right? Those are conceptual integrations, but thank you for your donation. Sincere, peace, sincere. Yeah, I'm kind of somewhat sort of up to speed, but I don't want to comment on that. Let peace to the homie Lord Jamar. Let him deal with that. Him and the nation of gods and earths. It's none of my business, but thank you for your donation, sir. Ed says, Star, the drones are spraying stuff in the air. Yes. What do you think that is, Ed, that they're spraying in the air or releasing, into the air? Is it some type of cancer-causing agents to finish off the Caucasians? Hang on a second. Is it Purnell? I got your donation, Purnell. Thank you so much for tapping in, sir. Okay. Area code 401. We're talking about a few topics this evening. Are you there? 401 on a Tuesday evening. Yes, no, maybe. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, how are you? It's cracking, sir.
Good. I follow you. I've been following you through the years. one beef I have with you.
Sir, no one cares. I don't know you, sir. I'm like Jay-Z. I don't connect myself to anybody from the past. You want to get to the topics?
Yes. My problem with you is you tend.
Oh, fuck yourself. Your problem. I don't know you. See, that's the Brooklyn in me. I don't know you, nigga. You have a problem with me. Send an email. You got a problem with me. Don't watch the show. Hey, Janelle, I got your donation. Thank you, darling. Oh, okay. Well, listen, again, go to Storm Monroe or Sean Davey Way. Guys, who else is an official with regards to what's going on with Jaguar? I don't keep up with Jaguar right there. You know, just from what I've been told, I'm her op. I keep it a little too real. I told the truth. She's from New Jersey, not from North Philly. Area code 424. Good evening. Are you there? It's Tuesday night. We're talking about a few topics.
What's going on, Star? This is Gray.
Hey, man. How are you, sir?
Okay, I'll get that donation off top. Okay, I'm going to take a little different approach tonight. I'm not going to go too far left with the drones.
Okay.
As you know, I did have some footage about a month back, and I called in, sent you the footage over also.
I don't remember, sir, but let's pick it up. Where are we at right now?
Okay. Anyhow, I'm going to go with the drones in this approach. I think this is more of the white man and their trickery. What I'm a little more concerned about, what I've been reading is they've even down some flights in New York. They're no longer, letting flights take off, things of that nature. What I suspect, this could be like a possible 2025 lockdown. That's a little more where I'm concerned. That's the angle I kind of want to approach. Trump did announce in 2017, he introduced Space Force. That's where this kind of got my attention. So I was kind of looking at it. He introduced it. He said, we got some really cool stuff, some lasers. They did a whole press conference. It's a whole new branch of the military. So I said, okay, why would they need a Space Force? You have Navy, you have the Air Force, and here they are now introducing the Space Force. Now, as it pertains to alien, what is alien? And in the conferences, they use the word NHI, non-human intelligence. A lot of these UAPs or drones or whatever you want to call them, I think they're just using terms to make it a little more palatable. Right. They seem to have interest in nuclear sites. If you want to go the other route of another civilization, possibly on the bed of the ocean, well, this is a shared space. So is it possible that they're sending their drones up here to kind of monitor our activity? Because we are in a kind of soft war. A lot of people have their hands on the nukes, whether it be Russia, whether it be China, Ukraine, whatever the case. It's kind of hot up here. So maybe they're like, hey, what are you guys doing? This is a shared space. You guys don't look like you know how to really manage this planet. You guys are kind of taking things for granted. You're not just blowing yourselves up. We're down here. So maybe that's why we're seeing more of a presence. It's not so much that they weren't here before. It's just like now they see that we're kind of, not governing ourselves properly. Maybe this is kind of like a...
Can I jump in right there? I like where you're going. The Pacific Ocean is the deepest body of water on Earth, yes?
Correct. And it's a 75%.
Now, I'm just a dumb dropout, but I remember that from private school in New Jersey back in the 70s.
Yeah.
The Pacific
Ocean.
Hang on a second. So there could be life form down there. And once upon a time when the plates shifted, back when the continents were connected, it was what called then Pangea, right? But then when the plates shifted, broke apart, there were still civilizations way down there. The atmosphere was different, the gases and so on and so forth, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, this is a shared environment.
If I can just finish up, then I'll go right to you. So there could be a very unique species down there. It's not all water, right? It's not all. I mean, I'm just saying this Pacific, but it's not all water down there. So
correct.
We're always looking, for the Martians with the big heads, and we've heard and seen about Area 51, right, over the decades. The Martians are coming, but could be right here, just like you're saying. I just wanted to add that for context. Go ahead, please.
Correct. And we're not being very good stewards of this earth. And, they're using, just like we shoot stuff up into the space, they're shooting up stuff to say, hey, what's going on up there? Now, like I said, during the meeting, they kept using the word, they didn't say alien. They kept saying non-human intelligence. Right. Well, what does that mean? In 2021, it was a combination of U.S., China, and Spain. You could look this up. And what they were doing, they were mixing embryos, both monkey and human. Mm-hmm. They didn't let it survive, but these are what they call chimeras. Anybody could look this up. The purpose of doing this was to create a genetic life form that they could possibly extract organs from. And like you said, the white man has always been in survival mode. They've been in survival mode as soon as they came to the shores. I mean, to Rory's point, these were very filthy people. Did they not have the bubonic plague? Did they not spread disease all over the place? I mean, to think that the white man is just so sophisticated, no, their need for technology and advancement is just based off of their survival need. They came from very barren lands, very cold places, very places that were desolate, places that were very difficult to grow plants and wildlife and food and things like that. So they had to exploit other places around the world. The other Africans and Native people, they had no need to go around the world. They knew how to live off of the land. It was the white man in his survival mode who needed to go to these different places and capitalize and rape and pillage. And I'm sorry for using the R word, but that's their survival mechanism. That's how they operate. That's just their genetic, breed based off of, cold climates breed very callous people. I mean, you could
natural born killers.
Yeah. They're just constantly in survival mode. So I think the fact that they're always, pillaging for resources and land and things like that.
Sir, hold on now. Rory's calling back in. If I bring him on, can you guys talk one at a time? Well, I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hold on a second. I know where he wants to go. All right. So Rory, I see you're calling back in. We can do one at a time, but we can't do the yelling thing. Do you want to respond, Rory?
Yeah. I just want to say, I don't understand what he's saying about us going to other countries and coming from a land that wasn't prosperous. Anyway, we came from a land that was prosperous, and then we brought the prosperous to the other land that was undeveloped everywhere. I mean, it's just like backwards ideology. Like we living in Twilight Zone over here. This guy literally is in 2024, just like the rest of us, and he's watching Africans migrate to Europe, willing to risk their life, 40 of them on a little banana boat. And then he's watching, just same as everybody else, Central Americans, Caribbeans, and all of them are going as fast as they can to America to get over this open border to live with us. A white country. The population in this country 13, 14%, so they say African American, Black American. I don't say African American, Black American. So it was Black American, and then we had a Latino population was probably around same thing, 13, maybe 15, 20%. Right.
Let him respond, Rory.
And then the rest of it was white.
Rory,
the rest of it was white.
Okay, let him respond.
And then because of
Rory, let him respond. Let him respond. Good.
All the white man brought to the shores was disease and destruction. Now, the fact that everybody's here now,
regurgitating false premises.
Sir, you have the floor. Rory is on the whole.
It's history.
One at a time. Go ahead.
It's history. Go ahead. The white man brought disease and destruction, and out of his survival, from what I can see, he's grasping on for it as we speak today, and. Like I said, they go and take resources. They got all this technology, and they're grasping. The white man's losing this place. This country is browning, whether we like it or not, whether you like it or not. This country is becoming more brown, and the white male is losing its grip. It's women, it's gays, it's browns, it's Hispanics, it's Puerto Ricans. The white man's
becoming more black.
Now.
It's becoming more brown by design.
By design.
And you know why that is? Because they can't. Because they put a false equivalation between black and brown. Black people are going to suffer the worst. White people are not going to suffer under a brown population.
Lori, could you admit that the white man is losing the grip? Can you admit that the white man is losing the grip in this country?
No, he's not losing his grip. Did you just see what happened during the election? Did you just see what happened during the election? Did you see brown and black people vote for Trump? That's the only way Trump got in, is from the brown and black vote. They saw a white man who was more inept to run this country, and it's going to be better for everybody than a fake brown bleach. That's what they saw. So we're living in today's time.
I believe everyone went and voted this year, but I think they didn't go vote with their heart this year. I think they went and voted with their pockets. I think it was more of an economical concern for most people. And then, like I said, I didn't have a dog in the fight, but I could see why everyone went and voted for Trump.
So that was more important to them. More to my point. That was more important to them. Who's going to run the country better? A white man. It was more important to them in their pocket.
I'm not taking away from that. I'm not taking away from that.
It was more important for their family to vote for a white man.
It was more important for people to put food on the table. And yes, I agree.
One at a time, guys. Hold on a second.
To vote for a white man.
Right, Rory, slow down a second. Sir, can you hold on? I want to let Rory respond. Rory, you have the floor, but I'm going to give him the last word. He did call in. Rory, go ahead.
No, this not just like a woke repeating woke talking points. That's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Brown people are not going to come to this country and all of a sudden, I don't give a shit if they were 75%. They would still be the underclass.
Watch the language. You're doing good. Watch the language.
Do you see what it looks like when it's 100% of them living in El Salvador? Do you see what it looks like when it's 100% of them living in Ecuador? It's a goddamn shithole. Just like it.
Okay, he can't stop cursing. He was doing good, but he can't stop cursing. I had to drop him. Sir, you have the last word. Please watch the language.
Yeah, Rory, I grew up in a very diverse upbringing. I grew up with everybody. White people, black people, Mexican people, you name it. I'm just saying, prospectively, it looks like the white man is losing the grip. Okay. I didn't want to ensue any anger at you. You sound like an angry white man in some construction boots. Yeah. And I feel like you're losing your grip. You sound pretty angry. I'm just saying.
He's off the line. So he's off the line.
This is just observation.
Yeah, so he's off the line. I appreciate the call. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, okay. Area code 267. Good evening. Please watch the language. We're having a good discussion. Are you there? 267?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Star?
Hey, man. How are you, sir?
All right. I was talking about the drones, correct?
Yes, sir. Over New Jersey.
Okay. I was reading reports, and the reports said allegedly that we had a nuclear bomb that apparently they lost. And they feel as though Russia has hijacked it rather and hit it somewhere. And what they're doing with the drones is they have testers on there, what is it called? The fumes that's coming from the nuclear bomb. What do you call it? I forget the name of it.
Gas?
But they're
gas.
Well, they call it something else besides gas. They call it radiation.
Oh, radiation.
They're reading the radiation. Yes, they're reading the radiation levels in those areas, and it's really high, and they're trying to locate it.
Well, let me just say this, sir. You don't have to say allegedly. No, there's no threat of being sued.
Okay.
There's no threat of being sued because we're just talking about the drones. You can say supposedly, we don't know, but now.
Yeah.
When you say the radiation and they're saying be careful, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. What do you think that radiation could be? Could it be detrimental to the Caucasian and maybe helpful to the melanated people? I mean, let's get spooky. I want to get spooky here. Do you think that the supposed radiation could be some type of superpowers for black people? Let's go, man.
Well, I think it's for anybody that's in the area, just like 9/11. You know, I think the U.S. has a lot invested in this certain area, because this is not the first time we got attacked in this area. This has been throughout history. We've been getting attacked on this side of the world, especially in New York. And I think it's aimed towards that. Okay. And it's something over here I think the government is hiding. You know, it's New York is always top real estate. And I think that, you know, if they want something to happen, they want to hit it over there where it hurts our pockets so we can't recover from it.
How old are you, sir?
45.
Are you concerned at all that the drones, UFOs, UAPs, are you concerned that they may harm human beings?
Oh yes. I mean, I think they're going to harm human beings just on the simple fact that most Americans say if they see a alien.
Are you a religious man, sir? Religious?
No. I just believe, you know, good is good.
Why not, sir? Why don't you subscribe to the theory of God, the omnipotent power? Why not, sir? My father was a believer. My father believed.
Well, I understand that, and praise to him. But I practice in several religions, and several religions over the years has disappointed me, and for various reasons.
That's an even better reason to believe, sir. Now, never mind religion. We're talking about the omnipotent power. You don't need religion to believe.
Well, you know, I have some belief in some things, and some things I don't believe in. You know, I think is, you know.
Are you a black man, sir? Because listen, I'm trying to go there. You a black man? You a black man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're 45, right? I'll tell you something my father told me. I'll tell you something my father told me. The crack is evil, boy, and his destiny is to suffer. You're 45, sir. Take it from there. The crack is evil, boy, and his destiny is to suffer. Come on, man. It might be the end for the cracker. You scared? If you're scared, you're scared. Say you're scared, man.
When it comes down, well, look, crack is look. People gonna need some crack to numb their soul when that bomb go off. Crack is gonna be great.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Man, I tried to throw him an alley-oop, and he's talking about what, crack cocaine. The fuck. Someone says, "Star, your father married a white woman." No, so I've told you on numerous occasions, my father stole my mother from the cracker and dared them to come get her. Stole her. As he told me. I was 8 years old. He said, "Boy, I took your mom from the cracker. And don't you ever answer the front door. You let me answer the door." Well, my father was one of them old Southern niggas who always, you know, point the gun at the door. Who is it? 347. Good evening. We're talking about a few topics. Are you there? 347.
I am. Good night.
Hey.
So
it's cracking, baby.
I don't believe that the drones are any alien tech. I believe the drones are just Big Brother. That's it. It's just the government finding more ways to watch us.
Okay.
I don't believe that it's alien tech. If I'm being honest, why would the aliens even mess with us? As people, we are not even, evolving. We're devolving as people. So what would be the benefit to them to come here unless they're trying to enslave us? So I think it's just a drone. Just Big Brother. That's it. The government. Nothing more.
Can I ask how old are you? Let's take our time here.
I am also 45.
Okay. Who is Big Brother? Who is Big Brother?
I believe it's our federal government, which is why they're saying, you know, don't shoot them out the sky and all of that. If they were aliens, why would they care if anyone shot them out the sky? If it belongs to Russia, why would anyone care if we shot them out the sky? It's the government. It's things that they paid for. Finding other ways to watch us. What they're looking for specifically, I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know, even imagine to know. But I just believe it's them. I just believe it's the federal government.
Can I ask you a question? Don't take this the wrong way.
Sure.
Are you a reading mammy?
A reading mammy?
A reading mammy. A reading man. You read?
Yeah, I read a little. Yeah.
You're 45. You said you're 45.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. George Orwell, 1984. I just happen to have a copy right next to me. You ever read that book?
Mm-hmm. No, but I read Animal Farm.
Well, I asked you about this one right here. You see, you already you're starting to mammy shit. I asked you one question, you tell me something different. 1984 by George Orwell. Might help you out. I'm not trying to be rude. We're just talking. I'm a little stupid. George Orwell. What we're facing right now has already been foreseen. You know, to some people, this is the drones. Who they? You know, the grafted man has already told you how it's going down. Are you there?
I'm here. I definitely believe there are aliens, but I don't believe this is alien technology.
Who is the grafted man? You're 45. You're from the New York area? 347?
I am.
Who's the grafted
man?
Yes, I am. Who's the grafted man? Come on, Queen.
The graphic man, I don't know. I don't know.
What borough are you from? You black? You black?
I am black, and I'm from Brooklyn.
Come on, girl. You supposed to know. You're 45. Grafted
I
man.
don't. Enlighten me.
Look in the live chat. They're trying to tell you. They're telling you. Grafted man. The white man, baby. Yeah.
The white man?
Yeah, death and destruction. That's what we're all facing. Shit's about to be real, baby. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, the white man's gonna fight you for this thing called Earth. He ain't giving you shit. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Peace. The Most High is at you, sir, on a Tuesday night.
Star, peace.
Peace. You see, somebody sent me a Bill's Mafia fitted, huh?
That fitted looks crispy. Crispy.
What's going on with you, man? We're talking about a couple different topics. Where do you want to start, man?
So first of all, I saw the fitted, so I definitely have to call up real quick about that. So salute to you with the Bills fitted.
Yes, sir.
That's number one. Number two, my question about the drone footage and all that. Star, my homies during COVID filmed videos in like Central Park or whatever, and got the videographer to to use drones, and the footage is impeccable. How the hell these drones is flying around with stock footage from 1984 in the media?
You asking me?
That doesn't, the drone footage that we're seeing on TV on the news right now. Where was the technology from? Drones now is crystal clear, 4K, all that. You mean to tell me drones are flying around from either our enemy or the government, and that's the type of resonance and that's the type of footage we getting back from it? There's not better technology in 2024?
Well, I mean, I can't necessarily answer all those questions with regards to what people use to film or stream or what have you. But what do you think about the drones? Do you think that they're part of a government plan, or is it just I don't know, civilians doing the most?
I mean, I don't think it's civilians, because once you start flying drones, and if it was civilians and it became a phenomenon like the way it is right now,
the government would have been all over it. No ifs, ands, or buts if it was civilians. So if they haven't put it on civilians as of yet, I would assume it is some type of government psyop or whatever you want to false flag or whatever the case is. Because look at the uproar it's causing, and look how much confusion it's causing right now.
Do you think it's the Chinese?
Nah, I think it's the bozo American government and whatever the stuff and whatever they doing to keep us bamboozled and whatever. And they do a great job of that. So, you know, and even if it was drones, so what? So what? We don't know what they up there for. Well, we don't have any control over any of that. So I think it's much ado about nothing. And there's more, you know, there's things, you know, on the surface that need to be paid attention to, other than, you know, what the media is putting out there for us to be worried about. I think it's cap. It's cap.
Okay.
It's cap. Fake news, for real.
Well, I'm just a dumb dropout, but you do know that the Chinese are developing a prototype fusion reactor, a sun, and they plan to have it finished by 2035. A sun. They're literally creating a sun. The Chinese.
I saw that. So that kind of enhances my questioning of the Chinese or any type of advanced civilization or advanced technology being used. Again, the point I was trying to make is, if underground rappers can hire somebody to shoot that video with drone footage, right, and it's in 4K, pristine quality, crystal clear, right, why would anybody be worrying about the footage being shown and it's basically primitive, you know, equipment?
Okay.
So I wouldn't worry about none of that.
Okay. If it was, or if it is, let's say the Chinese or some other nation, do you think that the U.S. government would admit to it? They admit to it?
I think they keep it from us.
Right.
Unless they needed a country to scapegoat, or another government to scapegoat for an invasion or something like that, or to blame for something, they will keep it from us like they keep everything else that's important from us, and then let us know down the line, maybe in a movie or 30 years down the line, where it's declassified information and all of a sudden, you know, they want to let us know about things that we should have knew 30 years ago. But, you know, they never seem to be forthcoming with information. You could probably learn more about what the government is doing in TV shows and movies rather than what they're actually telling you, right, at the podium or whatever the case is. So, you know, people just have to use their critical thinking and whatever. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, people just have to use their critical thinking and understand that. I'm going to use what you just said a little while ago about the Beast Man. Remember, you used to put that up about the Beast Man. The Beast Man is going to do what he do.
Oh, and the quote from Planet of the Apes.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Very appropriate, and it definitely encompasses everything that, you know, the Paleman them, you know, has been doing, and what he's all about, and what he's been all about. And that young lady that called before, she's from Medina. And what did you ask her that she didn't know?
Who was the grafted man?
Oh, the grafted man is the Beast Man himself, Pale-Face Man himself.
She didn't know.
From the Caucasus Mountains. Come on now. I'm surprised she didn't know. She's a woman of a certain age. She sounds like some seasoned coochie and all that. So at 45, you from Brooklyn, you from Medina. Yeah. You ain't ran across no god bodies and all that. I'm shocked myself.
Right. Well, I'm not too sure that it's the U.S. government. I'll just say that because I'm a proud American, but at the same time, we don't like to be embarrassed. You know, once upon a time, there was a race to the moon. Now, I do believe that we eventually got there, but I'm not too sure. That Neil Armstrong was the first one. You know?
Buzz Aldrin, I'll send you a link if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I've
seen it. I know what you're talking about.
So what do we think if he himself has reservations about the validity of whether he was on the mission, and he keeps telling people we never went. He's telling kids we never went. He's selling adults. We never went. So either he's got CTE, either he has Alzheimer's dementia.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on. My point is, as a nation, we don't like to be embarrassed. I do believe we got to the moon at some point because there are right now reflectors on the moon. There's reflectors on the moon. But we were in a race once upon a time, with Russia.
With Russia, right?
With Russia, yeah. And even though they kept, their rockets kept exploding, they couldn't even get into the goddamn atmosphere. We don't like to be embarrassed, so that could be Chinese technology over New Jersey, and our government doesn't want to admit it. Donald Trump wouldn't admit the other day if he was briefed or not, but at the same time, he's saying he believes it's the government. I just want to put that out there. Well.
Yo, Star. So if you saying if let's say that's Chinese technology with those drones over Jersey,
I don't know.
The only way it's Chinese technology, Star, is if they got it from Canal Street, man. Well, that's it, man. Right. The footage of that looks real corny, man. Like for real, look like somebody recorded that with I don't know a 2004 BlackBerry. It looks crazy. But real quick, can I speak on the Jay-Z Diddy situation real quick?
Yeah, but listen, before you go, did you and I speak about Ryan Clark yet going in on Aaron Rodgers? Did we speak about that yesterday?
Nah, we didn't.
Okay, let's go. Jay-Z, my top story. His lawyer, Alex Spiro, has denounced any friendship, no bond with Diddy. I don't know that nigga like that.
So my thing is, right, that to me, that would mean that Jay-Z must feel like Diddy don't got nothing on me. Because if I was Diddy and homeboy really disassociated himself from me in my time of need, and I had something on him, I'd probably make sure, oh, you don't know me? Well, check out this video right here. Okay. So he must feel like he's good money. And the second thing I'm going to say is there could be truth to it because at the end of the day, they might have did songs together, which is they haven't done many songs together, but at the end of the day, they was all in competition with one another. Yeah. Rockefeller, Bad Boy, right. Rough Riders, all them labels was in competition with one another in some way, shape, or form. So they might have respected each other in terms of the come up and understanding that they're all situated as power players in the game at that time. But in terms of them being buddy, nah, Jay-Z's man is Tata. You know what I'm saying? That's his right-hand man. That's who you could consider a friend. Bleak is his man. That's who you know him to be around or whatever. So, You know what I'm saying? Emery came home, be around Emery. So, long story short, him being buddy and all, clicked up with Diddy, photo ops, yes. Award shows, yes. Right. Industry functions, yes. Right. But in terms of that's my homie, that's my right hand, that's my nigga, no way. I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Hey, but before you go, so Ryan Clark and Cam Newton, they were, I think it was it First Take? I'm not sure. They were kicking Aaron Rodgers back in. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't see that. But Aaron Rodgers, I had already fired. Oh, so you know what that is?
Well, hold on. Ryan Clark and Aaron Rodgers have a special moment that has always been eating Ryan Clark. Now, was that when the Packers played the Steelers? Was that Super Bowl? I forget. I don't know what it was, but
yeah, it was a Super Bowl.
Okay, Ryan Clark was number 25, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did the Packers win that Super Bowl or was it the Steelers? I forget because Ryan Clark does have a ring.
Yeah. I'm not 100% certain. That might have been the one that Aaron Rodgers did win, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, so he got a touchdown into the end zone, and Ryan Clark just missed it, and Aaron Rodgers said, "Yo, 2-5." Called him by his number instead of his name. So that's been eating Ryan Clark all these years. And he keeps trying to kick Aaron Rodgers back. But the way he went on Aaron Rodgers this time, it was crazy. Even Cam Newton was like, damn, it was kind of crazy. But all right, so there's
so he spoke on it. He just didn't mention him by name. He responded, but he didn't mention Ryan Clark by name because during the Jet game on Sunday, the commentators were defending Aaron Rodgers, saying he looks great the last couple of weeks. And he fired back at some, what he considered irrelevant former players who have an opinion or whatever the case is.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what that was.
But now Ryan
Clark
Ryan Clark has since clapped back with Aaron Rodgers' name. Hey, listen, man, I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Peace, Lord. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Peace. Okay. Guys, thank you for your donations. Let me go back for a second. OHM Shorty. White population is only 11.5% of the world. Yes. I'm not sure about that number, but yes, it's not the dominant population. That's why, white genetic survival was just one of the reasons why it's a real thing. Is it Varice? Hi, Varice. Okay, Varice, you have to send me a picture. I'm not just going to respond because you're, saying what you're saying. You might be a nigga with a wig. Sir, send a picture. I'm not in a committed relationship. What's today? Tuesday. I am hanging out with my little Jamaican gal Thursday. But we're not committed. Always First Class Media says, what's next, star? Moonraker, ? Where's James Bond at? Moonraker was with Roger Moore. That was a really good film. Okay, someone sent me something here about... Okay. Sir, where's your donation? Somebody asking me about Rayful Edmond. Okay, another old black drug dealer, sir. He's out of here. And what? Am I supposed to sit here and do a fucking hour show? Yes. Now he had a heart attack, right? The nigga was in prison for all these decades, healthy as fuck. He comes out. Where's my notes? Hold on a second. Rayful Edmond, right? DC, biggest kingpin. Had shoe boxes of money. Yo, he was driving the custom cars and yada, yada, yada. He was transferred from prison to a halfway house on July the 31st, 2024, possibly in Kentucky or Tennessee, right? On December the 17th, which is today, it was announced that he died from an unexpectedly heart attack. How old was this old nigga, huh? He's in prison all these decades and is healthy. Comes out, gets a little, a little fentanyl or something. Probably got himself a thought, some niggas, yo, I'm gonna set you up with a hot bitch. Set him up with a hot bitch. I thought he was going to do a little booger sugar and had a heart attack. I don't know. Nigga went into cardiac arrest. I have no idea. I had a call, but the call dropped out. Area code 212, your call dropped. You're going to call back? 212? Okay. Plaque Father sends it a donation. Hold on a second, guys. It's been well documented. UFOs have tampered with potential nuclear catastrophes in the past. Also, look up. Yes. We know about that, sir. Okay. Geronimo Jones sends it a donation. Yo, star, infamous DC king. Yeah, Rayful Edmond dead at 60. Now was he homosexual? Hang on a second. One of them niggas was hold on. Was he I don't want to just put that on him. Or was that the guy that Alpo was dealing with? What's the guy's name that Alpo used to run with? Used to do with the killings for Alpo. Was he gay? I don't know. Rayful Edmond. Okay. Wayne Perry. Okay, thank you, Lex Diamonds. Yes, I get the black drug dealers mixed up because I don't give a fuck about them like that. Thank you for your donation. Okay, I got an email from Sunday. Hey, Sunday. Okay, I can't watch that right now. Sunday, do you want to call in and talk about that? If not, thank you. She sent me an email, Diddy footage slapping Jay-Z's ass. Who did 50 Cent slap on the ass or the thigh? I forget. Okay, we're past the 2-hour mark. If you guys want to continue the conversation, let me put my email address on the screen. And let me say one more time, I'm looking to connect with lawyers. I'm going to do some free promotion for lawyers. Okay, if anybody wants to reach out, we can do some type of cross promotion. I don't really need a lawyer for myself or anything, but I always get requests, people who need legal assistance, consultations. Sir J. Timothy. Okay, I got your other donation. Hold on a second. I'll refresh, sir. You said you sent another donation. Hang on. After hearing Elvis's theory of intergalactic beings, hold on a second. I'm convinced that Skylar Saunders should cut his pill intake from 15 to 10 and give the rest to Elvis. Wow. Area code 984, good evening. We've covered a few topics this evening. Are you there? 012.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on there, brother?
Are you new to this? Are you new to the show, sir? You new to the show?
Yes, I am. Let me turn the TV down.
Okay, give me a second, folks.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, I appreciate the call, sir, but please don't call me brother. It offends me, okay? Anything else we're good to go. Where do you want to start?
Those drones.
Yes, sir, the drones over New Jersey.
I think it's like the beginning of World War III.
Okay.
They know more, and I mean, they say there's nothing to worry about, but they have no idea what it is. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, who's they? So when you say they,
the government, the administration. That's the current administration.
Okay.
Mayorkas, the FBI, basically the current administration. They say there's nothing to worry about, but we have no idea what that is.
I'm looking for my pen. Go ahead and talk, sir, while I'm looking for my pen.
Yeah, I just feel like it's beginning of World War III, basically.
Can I ask where you call from, sir, and how old are you, so we can have a thorough conversation?
From North Carolina. I'm 45.
Okay. I'm in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. You know where that's at? That's where I'm at now.
Yeah, that's the coast.
Yeah.
Like Duck and Oriental over there.
Yes.
That
sir.
side, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you now?
Area.
Now listen, I'm a little out there right now, so don't mind me. I'm doing conspiracies tonight. Do you think that the one-time mapping system created by Gladys West, a black woman, that the government uses, the government uses. Gladys West, black woman, she created that whole mapping system, you know?
Uh-huh.
Do you think that...
What about her?
Yeah, well, do you think that has anything to do with some type of racial element, if you will? Mapping, researching, consensus. Maybe it's not chemical warfare. Maybe it's just a better way to track people.
They already have that. It's the cell phones.
Well, now with all that infrared technology and being able to literally see through walls, and you know, and you got the drones up there and taking all sorts
right
pictures. The cell phone towers is cute. That's old stuff. That's 25 years ago. But now you got the drones up there, hovering, moving. You know, literally, literally taking facial recognition to another level. What do you think of that?
Yeah, like China. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand like how something the size of a SUV can hover for like hours on end, and you have no idea what that is. You know.
Well, a black woman pioneered the technology
of GPS, correct?
Yeah.
So
maybe, you know, maybe we're being sold out. Not from her. I mean, she created, but you know, maybe black people are behind it. Africans, if you will. Africans.
Really?
No, I'm just being silly.
Yeah. We can't even.
But go ahead and land your plane. Go ahead and land your plane. I'm just, I'm out there. Go ahead.
I just feel like something's happening before Trump gets in there. To while we looking up, it is happening right here on land. You know.
Yeah.
They think we're dumber than we look.
Revenge of the Mammies.
Right.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, take it easy.
Yes, sir. All right. I see we got some phones jumping. Let's go to area code 314. Good evening. Sean Carter has separated from Sean Combs. You up to speed? Or we can talk about the drones. Area code 314. Good evening.
I was gonna go with the drones.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I mean, we all know they're there. We can speculate their origin. Like someone mentioned earlier, they have FAA lights. I think now it's like the question is, what's the purpose of them? And I think it's going into, it's basically looking like a psyop, a very sophisticated psychological operation, which falls in line what is known as the Hegelian dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. They create they create the problem, we're reacting, and they're going to bring in the solution to the problem they created. And the timing, obviously, Trump coming in, none of this is by accident. I mean, the world is ran by psychopaths. Once we get that part of it, a lot of things start to really make sense.
Right. I agree.
And I sent you an email earlier about, you were talking about out of Africa and stuff. It was a very interesting email that a friend sent to me. And not to hype myself up, but I'm working on a documentary on ancient civilizations, the origin of humanity. Rewriting the timeline. Oh shit! Sorry. Damn it.
Can you turn that down in the background, sir, please?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just muted it. I didn't mean it. But
it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, oddly enough, I'm not swinging from it, but I actually know Billy Carson. You were talking about him earlier. I interviewed him a couple times.
Whoa!
I do. Yeah. I do some podcasting as well, so I've interviewed him a couple of times, and he's catching all the smoke right now.
Okay, well, hang on a second. I want to talk to you about Billy Carson. I don't want to kick the guy's back in, but if you have interviewed him, then I do want to ask you a few questions. All right, so now with regards to the intention behind the drones. You're right. It's not new, you know, but it is now more so in the face of the public. So it's a little bit more concerning. Yes.
But without a shadow of a doubt, I mean, going back to even Reagan, I'm kind of an old head too, when he talked about if we were, I mean, let's get kind of into the Project Blue Beam. If we were visited by aliens, we'd all come together. And through that blue beam, people speculate, could, again, the Hegelian dialectic of the solution being a one world government, one world religion. This gets into the technocracy, Elon Musk, Neuralink, Agenda 21. I know we're going down the rabbit hole, but yeah, we're in for interesting times, man.
Well, now, how old are you? Can I ask you that?
I am 51 years old, brother.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. Now, my method of learning is very. I didn't go to traditional college. I wish I had, but I mean, I went to some great schools coming up in Jersey. So, what was it? 84 when Reagan commissioned to build the space station. It's 80
somewhere in that area, and that's where he was talking about the Strategic Defense Initiative, Star Wars, you know, kind of the precursor to the space agency weaponizing space.
I'm pretty sure it was 84 when he directed NASA to build that space station. Pardon me. So they're always ahead of time, and nobody was even talking about the space station until like 20 years after he gave NASA the go ahead. So things are always we're the last to know, as we just said, and the civilians, we always wind up, you know, at the last minute, scared, you know, and doing conspiracy theories. So if you had to just put one more conspiracy on the table before I ask you about Billy Carson, do you think that there's any type of warfare against the public that may be used by the government? Warfare.
It's very possible. And again, I don't believe in accidents. If you watch the Army-Navy game, I think it was, maybe it was the Air Force, there was a Palantir commercial and an Air Force, or a military commercial where the aircraft carriers were going and they launched all these thousands of drones out in the middle of the ocean. And if you remember the movie, I believe in kind of predictive programming.
Hang on a second. I don't mean to cut you short. Just tell me what you think. Never mind the movies and the commercials. What do you think?
I think there is a certain weaponization from this. And again, whatever it is, whatever the threat is, they've always used the fear-based trauma. So they're going to freak us out with something. I'm not sure what, but then that's one of those things where we'll be willing to give up, you know, our rights. After 9/11, we're taking our shoes off. We're getting body scanned. Like something is about to occur and everybody's kind of talked about, whatever. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but we know they're there. The question is what? Trump said he's been, you know, they've admitted it. The president knows, military knows. He's like, if it was in a garage, they'd know what garage it was in. You know what I mean? They can read a book with satellites. There's no, you know, on the ground.
Can I jump in? And with all due respect, I'm a little slower. I can appreciate you moving fast, but I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't process that fast. So you're 51. You said.
Yes.
Okay. So you came up, you know, behind me, I'm 60. And so we both saw these, as you just said, psychopathic people via James Bond, whether it be Sean Connery, Roger Moore, right? Psychopaths. And they all had a similar mission, and that was to destroy human life. Once they obtained the power, they were building these different devices, right?
Right.
Hypothetically speaking, I don't do hypotheticals, but let's go there tonight. If you had the power, you know, some type of a Death Star weapon, if you will, to take out Chicago, would you do it? Would you do it?
No, to answer your question. I do look around sometimes. I do look around sometimes, and I get it.
Sir.
Yes.
Think before you respond, and don't rush. Let me ask you again. If you had the power, some type of Death Star machine, you put it together, you and your team of scientists, engineers, would you experiment wipe out 50,000 people in Chicago, 50,000 people who serve no fucking purpose, sucking up valuable air, and you could just, direction. Now, would you do it? I would.
Well, as I've talked about with people, I've never had to run a country. I've never been put in that position, so it is definitely a hypothetical here. Me doing what I do.
Would you do it, sir? That's the question. Would you do it? Yes or no?
It's quite possible. We all have that. We all have that silly. We all have that part in us, that dark side.
Not all of us.
Just got to bring it out.
Not all of us. But anyway. All right. So, Billy Carson, knowledgeable man. I've never kicked his back in, but I just, and not that I was hating, but, his deal, his research, I mean, that's fine. He's acquired a lot of knowledge. I don't know if what he does financially, but I'm not hating on the guy. So he did an interview with Wesley Huff, right?
Yes, sir.
What'd you think? His interview with, debate with Wesley.
Yeah, I only caught highlights. It was a 2-hour interview, and I didn't catch all of it. And I saw Billy's response. And
come on, man.
I mean, I mean, it was not the best look, man. It was not the best look. Like I said, I know Billy kind of tangentially, and like I said, I've interviewed him a couple times. He's a cool cat. I would never knock his hustle.
Oh.
But I mean, I'm not necessarily religious. I'm spiritual, but I got questions about the Bible. Maybe he didn't quote the right thing at the right time, but it's just like, there's a lot to be said about. I mean, it's a book of, like you said it recently, it's a book of faith, not fact, or it's not a history book necessarily.
But that wasn't where.
So maybe was he proven wrong about the crucifixion actually happening? Yeah, according to that Bible. But I mean, it's like that people often presuppose that Bible is the Word of God, the one all be all, and it's just like, I'm kind of a history guy. It's not exactly.
But hold on. That wasn't where he got exposed and manhandled, if you will. He got exposed by a guy who studies forgeries and verifies, actual doctrines. Billy has been referencing a forgery over the years. So whether you believe in the crucifixion or not, the Immaculate Conception, whatever, the resurrection, that wasn't what the debate was about. I urge you to watch it, man. You sound like a knowledgeable guy. Just watch it. You don't have to kick his back.
I think it winds up. I think it makes people wind up throwing the baby out with the bathwater, because things he were talking about, like the Sumerian kings list and the Enuma Elish, these things do actually exist. These predate Christianity.
Yes.
So I mean, I think it's like I said, it wasn't the best look from a man, but yeah, it's a hefty conversation.
But he was making reference to the forgeries, known forgeries. Anyway,
the book of Barnabas and the book of Jesus' wife, et cetera. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And he should have known better than that. Like I said, he's not a stupid guy. The apology, the 3-hour apology that he wanted for racing, that was just like, man, stuff to watch.
That wasn't even an apology. He was kind of like, digging his heels in and, poking his chest out, and then somewhat sort of, accepting responsibility. But you said you do research, religious stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, and not to pub myself. I've been doing a podcast with a UFC Hall of Famer for about 10 years. He was on Joe Rogan not too long ago. It's called The Conspiracy Farm. You have to check it out. But yeah, I mean, I've always been into this esoteric.
I think I've seen that.
The questions we all have, and like this time-age questions, like the documentary we're doing, like, who are we? How did we get here? We've been given this narrative of 6,000 years, and the pyramids were built in 2550 for the Pharaoh Khufu. It's just nonsense. And it just goes so much deeper than that. And then realize the question, like, why are they lying to us about all this?
What are your thoughts on the infancy Gospel of Thomas? Not to be confused with the Gospel of Thomas.
I am not hip, I have to say.
Are you in front of a computer now?
I am, but I actually use Fred Flintstone's computer. My thing works like old people.
The infancy Gospel of Thomas, where Jesus, he killed a couple of his friends turned him into clay and shit like that.
Well, I mean, I think it was Lot's daughters twin daughters or whatever, took him to a cave and got him drunk, and it's some interesting stories in there. The Spice Channel sometimes.
When you get time, check it out and call back. I appreciate you, man. All right, well, listen,
thank you, sir.
Enjoy your evening, man. Thank you.
Peace out.
Yes, sir. Now we're talking. Come on, let's get to cooking here. Talking about these drones. Peace, Shazam. Shazam says, peace, Star. I know you can relate to Jay flipping on niggas. You and I go back. Okay. Are you a Brooklyn nigga, sir? Because if I flipped on you, that's how we used to do, sir. That's typical Brooklyn behavior, sir. Standing there with a nigga, you talking, and somebody comes up and yaps that nigga in the side of the head. Do you tell the nigga who yapped him, yo, chill, or do you just step aside? So I used to do. Hold on a second. Yes, forever married. Yo, DC's biggest kingpin dies. Yes, man. Rayful Edmond out of here. Call in if you guys want to talk about that. Call in. Sheesh. Well, somebody tapping it from Canada. Area code 780. Good evening. Late night. Are you there? 780 012. There's a slight delay. Okay, the call dropped out. Let me go to area code 984. Good evening. Talking about a few topics. 012. Are you there? You ready? Area code 984.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's happening, sir?
Hey, how are you, man? It's cracking.
I'm good, man. I caught the beginning and I have rewinded it. Okay. What are you going over now?
We're talking about keeping it real. Have you ever given your girl an uppercut over some simple shit? You know, she talking back or, poked you in the head. You ever give your girl an uppercut? Tyson blow?
A little flip backhand, maybe.
No, I'm talking about like some ground and pound type action. You ever get down like that? I'm dead ass, right?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It gets rough. It can get a little rough, you know what I'm saying? Because that mouth gets rough. So,
And sometimes you can get past it as a couple. And have the
absolutely
have the best sex. I mean, there has to be a pecking order,
Absolutely. Yeah. And I feel like that narrative has been twisted so much.
Yeah.
Because you have guys that get off on that type of stuff.
Not me.
And then you have guys that we just trying to keep the order going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a thin line with that type of shit because you don't want to inflict harm on your woman.
No.
You have to let her know where we both stand.
Yeah. I do have a button, bitch. Push the button.
Right.
There's consequences and repercussions, bitch. Don't push the button. You feel me?
My wife there right here with
Hey, wifey. Hey, wifey. Hey,
and we watch this show all the time, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Man. Salute.
Yeah, no doubt. But what I want to add though,
yes, sir.
I heard you talking about the Bible.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna get deep with you for a second.
Please.
I'm calling from North Carolina.
Okay.
Where the hurricane, not too far from where that hurricane just hit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, it's the reason why these types of catastrophes are happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence that North Carolina has one of the leading sources of quartz in the whole world, not the country, not the state, but the whole world. You feel me? And I did some research into that. And
are you going to talk about the HARP project? What are you going to talk about?
No. I'm gonna tell you. So it's this company. It's called Albemarle.
Okay.
Mining company. You can look it up.
Okay.
The founders of that company is a descendant of King James.
Okay.
You feel me? So he not only is he a descendant of King James, he had hands in the Royal African slave trade, the Royal African Company. You can look this up. This is a company that had the first dealings in slavery or whatever. And there's a few different theories I have. One of my main theories is that, we owe China trillions and trillions of dollars. So it's not a coincidence that
they own half of our farmland.
They own all of our farmland.
Right.
You feel me?
And North Carolina is sitting on quartz.
And North Carolina is sitting on so much quartz and diamonds and tourmaline and all the, you know what I'm saying? Natural resources.
Okay.
Did you know that there's crystals the size of mountains?
I may have heard about that. I'm not sure, but even if that is true, is Blackie ready to die for that type of those types of resources?
Well,
is Blackie
we should
ready to fight Whitey? Because see, Whitey, you can always count on something with Whitey. Whitey's about that activity, right or wrong, Whitey.
Yeah. Nah, you have a point. We should be, but I don't. As a, you know what I'm saying, as a whole, everybody's not on cold. You're not ready for that type of smoke. We is not ready for that type of smoke because we can't even get along with each other long enough to pass the blunt around to make some bread together, let alone fight together and fight America together. Yeah, right.
If the Alabama boycott happened today, it wouldn't be successful.
Oh, if there was boycotts today the way they were back then,
they wouldn't be successful.
It wouldn't be successful for certain. Niggas is too soft.
Well, you got a different type of nigga today. Today's nigga wants to shine. He wants to get up in some Gucci slides, Ferragamo belts.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Right. And don't even and can't even defend himself without a gun. Keyword without a gun.
Without a gun. Yeah. Well, look, man, I appreciate you, but before you go, Jay-Z's lawyer denounced the Diddler. What are your thoughts on that before you go? Do you care?
Tell them that's Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Williamsburg. You know what I'm saying? The niggas, the way they get down, I ain't surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Okay.
But see, I feel like some shit is about to slip out because Hov don't speak on nothing, not publicly, not privately. You know what I'm saying? So for him to come forward and for one, I don't feel like he wrote that statement at all. I feel like his lawyer definitely wrote that shit. That does not sound like Sean Carter's illiterate ass.
Okay.
For one.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you to you and wife. You have a great night. Thank you.
You too.
Thank
you too, man.
Okay. All right. One more call. Guys, there's my email address on the screen for business. Marketing, promotion, what have you. Oh, my goodness. Guys, in my community section, if you purchase a book, I will give you 50% off on a promo package. Scroll down to the book. It's right there, okay? Border Barrier. If you have gotten any emails from Amy or a guy named Jeffrey with regards to, 30-day promo, if you purchase that book, okay, and send us a screenshot of your purchase, we'll give you 50% off. Or if you just want to put a banner in the community section, purchase that book, you'll get 50% off, okay? Border Barrier. It's a really good sci-fi mystery. Okay. One more call. Area code 332. You're my last caller. Please watch the language. Are you there? 332. Yes, no, maybe. Good evening. Good evening.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, what's good?
How are you, sir?
I want to speak about the drones.
Yeah, over New Jersey.
Yep. I think there could be two possible things going on with that.
Okay.
It's probably the government doing their thing like they always do on the low.
Okay.
Got people speculating, thinking here and there, but I think it's the government on the low. Just spurring up like a whole bunch of conspiracy theories. And then on the other hand, you never know. It could be ETs on the low.
ET phone home, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it could be ETs that look like me and you.
Okay.
And that's something that the government don't want most people, mainly the American people, to even know about. That's how I'm looking at it. So it can go either way.
Can I ask how old are you?
I mainly believe.
Can I ask how old are you, sir?
I'm 54.
54. Okay.
I'm 54 years old. From New York.
Okay. Do you think any type of intention behind those drones could be some type of chemical warfare to do away with certain groups of people, or to infect them, if you will, with some type of long-term cancerous causing agents, because some type of gases were released from one of their drones. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I seen that. I heard about that.
Yeah.
And
what do you think?
To speak frankly, yeah, I believe that could have a lot to do with it. They can be setting up experiments and testing melanated people, for one, to see how they're going to react to it. So we don't know. Only time will tell with these drones and what's really going on. But all I know is the government, they know exactly what's going on. It's not we don't know what it is. They know. So I'm not even trying to hear that. They know exactly what's going on. And when I say governments, I mean world governments. They know exactly.
You said you're 54, yes? Did you go to public school or private school? If you don't mind me asking.
I went to public school. I went to City Cottage.
Okay.
And BMCC.
Okay. But in middle school and high school, there was a certain curriculum in the New York City curriculum, not in Jersey.
Okay.
And they purposely pumped Adolf Hitler into your brains. They would never teach you about King Leopold II, right? You were taught that Adolf Hitler was the most evil person, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they pumped in the city schools. Yep.
Yeah, New York, to be precise. Yeah. I just want to be sure.
But when you do knowledge for self, and you read up, you understand it's not about that.
Say again? What do you mean?
No, you learn for yourself that wasn't really the case.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And we all know they was behind a lot of that UAP technology back in the 40s. Germans was behind a lot of that tech.
Well, back in the 40s, they referenced them as UFOs. UAPs is a more recent classification term, if you will.
No doubt.
I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Yes, sir.
Stay up.
Stay up.